everybody, Lauren Eibach here, and today I'm introducing you to my natural brush pack for Procreate. These 5 brushes were created to look a lot like real brush pens. So they all have kind of a jagged edge that imitate ink bleed that you would get on paper, and some of them even are semi-opaque and have more of a paper texture look. So I'm going to show you what all of that looks like right now. Now I have Procreate open and my brush pack is loaded, as you can see. And before you start lettering, you might want to turn the streamline up. When you download them, the streamline will be completely down. This will help you while you're lettering to smooth out those strokes. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to go down the list, and I'm going to show you the natural flat brush first. So there's a very thick version. We're getting a little thinner. It's probably more my style. And then you can get it really, really tiny. But as you can see as I zoom in, it has a really nice kind of ink bleed look to it. And it is a little more exaggerated when I'm zoomed in like this, but it looks really nice when you're looking at it from a distance. It looks very realistic. So let's go back and I will show you the same sort of deal with my textured natural flat brush, which is basically the same brush, but this is going to be semi-opaque and it's going to have a bit of a paper texture, and I hope it shows through in the video. So we'll do an L again, and I'm going to zoom in and hopefully you can kind of see it's a little bit textured, so you kind of have a paper texture within it and not just the ink bleed that's helping it look realistic. And then also, here I'll turn it down a little bit. That's a little too far. So also you can kind of see your stroke overlap into the other letter, but it might be hard to see in the video, which is also a very realistic look. So the natural round brush and the textured natural round brush, excuse me, are about the same idea, but I'll show you them anyway. So it's kind of more of a dramatic look. We'll do more subtle. And I turned up the streamline in all of these before I started the video, so you can adjust that however you want. And then I'll show you the natural. Ooh, this is really thick. So yeah, as you can see, you can get really big and really fine and tiny lines, but I like to be somewhere in the middle. Can you guess what my favorite letter is? And then to end, we've got the natural monoline pen. So I only included one that was a solid, not textured, just because I was finding when I made the pack that I didn't really like the look of the textured monoline. Plus, most of you aren't going to be drawing this big. I think most of you are going to be somewhere in the middle, and so you honestly probably won't even know, or probably won't even notice the textured look that you get with the thicker lines on the textured natural round brush or flat brush. And it's also worth mentioning that these brushes are based off my essential brush pack, which you can also find on Etsy and Creative Market, but they have a little bit of variation to make them look more realistic. Something else that I use these brushes for are over Mockups. So I've already got a photo uploaded. I'll zoom out. This photo was taken by my friend Stina Ann, and we just kind of made some photo mock-ups that we thought were pretty and elegant. And I'm going to show you just how cool it looks when you add lettering over the top of it. So I've got another layer open. That's very important because if you make any mistakes, you won't be able to erase them if you do them on the exact same photo. So I'm going to use the textured natural flat brush. The textured brushes I think look a little bit better over photo mock-ups. They just look a little more realistic, and because they're more opaque, they kind of show up a little grayer, which is more of a natural black look that you would get as if you were taking the photo of it. So I'm just gonna write love. Let's see if I'm gonna write it a little bit smaller. So as if I was writing it on the notepad. I don't like how that ended. There we go. I'm going to move the E over. So this is why it's important to do it on another layer, so you can move your letters around as you wish. I'm going to put it on freeform, center it however I want it. And as you can see, it looks very realistic. So that's just one of the perks to having these natural looking pens. It looks like you did it in person, but it was way easier, as you can see, because you already have a photo made up, and you can find all sorts of mock-ups on Creative Market and Etsy. I have an iPad stock photo mock-up bundle. But anyway, this is just kind of my overview of the whole brush pack, the natural brush pack. And if you have any questions about it, please send me an Etsy convo or an email at lauren@laureneibach.com. Thanks for watching.